Yo, what's going on? It's Dudes, Dean here. Welcome back for some more Black Ops 3, a year in review. This is a series we've been running over the course of the week, kind of just talking about Black Ops 3 and giving it a judgment, because the Infinite Warfare beta is coming. I've said this before in all three of the other videos, and yeah, it's right around the corner. It's like a week away, I think, of the time of me posting this video, so it's pretty much here, and it's time. So I wanted to sort of go through Black Ops 3, give some judgment on it, and get some opinions from you guys on what you thought of the game overall. We've talked about the maps, we've talked about the guns, we've talked about what's good. Now it's time to talk about what's bad. And I'll admit that I've kind of been dreading this video, because overall I really do like Black Ops 3, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in the final video of this series, the final verdict video. We'll talk about kind of just, you know, what I thought of Black Ops 3 at the end of it. Yeah, we'll get to that. So, but I have been dreading it because I did enjoy this game for the most part, but it's definitely not without its problems. No Call of Duty has ever been without its problems, and this game is no different. So I've got a list here, and I noticed that all of the things that I have written down kind of fall in line with each other. They're all kind of like, you know, similar problems linked to each other. So, I mean, it's a really easy fix, to be honest with you. So the very first thing that we have on the list is connections. Now, when Black Ops 3 first started, I don't think that the connections were nearly as bad, but unlike a lot of other games, this game, I don't think it died out very quickly, because I know like Ghost and Advanced Warfare died out very quickly. I didn't really play them that much, so I can't speak on it too much, but I know that they died, you know, like 3 months into their life cycle, whereas this game has really lasted, you know, probably 7 months, which is decent for a Call of Duty these days. It's kind of sad, but that's how it is. It's kind of sad that it did die out very quickly. Alas, the connections have gotten worse, and I think they happened like probably 3 months into it. Now, I started playing Black Ops 3 in about November, I think, when not like right when it came out, but towards the end of November. I got my PS4 on Black Friday, so I started playing towards the end of November, and I think the connections started to get bad around like January, February, in my opinion, and they've just gotten really bad ever since, and that is sort of attributed to players kind of quitting. But the second thing on the list is the weird hit detection, which also kind of falls in line with the connections. However, I will say that the weird hit detection has been around since the very beginning. It's just a Treyarch thing. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's their time to kill or I don't know, the net code. I'm not a programmer, a game programmer, so I can't really say, you know, this is the problem. But Treyarch games have always had much worse hit detection than Infinity Ward games, rather. And I think we all know that. So, yeah, the hit detection was just, it wasn't very good in this game. And a lot of people switched over to hardcore because of that. And I'm just not a hardcore player. I've never been able to get into it, never been able to get down with that really, other than a couple games here and there. So for me, it just was difficult to switch. And yeah, the hit detection was bad. I'll get to the next two things in a second, but I actually just thought of another thing, and that's not boots on the ground. Now, I don't have a problem with that, but I know a lot of the community has a problem with that. I'm fine with the way this game played. I talked about this in the good section, that the movement is very good, but yeah, some people have a problem with the not boots on the ground. So I guess we can throw that in the bad, but that's opinionated. Next on the list is DLC was really bad, and there is no disabled DLC option, which really, that's another thing that kind of falls in line with the connections. You're searching for all these games. We have a lot of people who purchased the season pass, and a lot of people who didn't. So they got the season pass and realized, I don't like these maps, I don't want to install them. So then you got, you know, searching for maps or searching for games with people who have only 2 map packs installed, and that just ruins the connection. So I'm not really a big fan of the DLC. It was salvaged, I will say, by the zombies a little bit, but the zombies were really hard this year. This series is primarily focusing on the multiplayer aspect, but the zombies are difficult, so a lot of people didn't like them, and yeah, the DLC wasn't very good. And the final thing that I have on my list, and you guys know what it is supply drops. Now, I want to clear the air on something a little bit. Some of you may be subscribed from Thunderstruck Gaming, and I did a video talking about 3 reasons supply drops were good. And I think the vast majority of people who came over and subscribed to me know that if they listen to that video, realize that I'm not really a fan of supply drops. I just wanted to sort of talk about it from both perspectives because I think that's important. So if you think that I'm like a big fan of the supply drop system, you didn't listen to that video all the way through, I guess. But yeah, supply drops are bad. It's really bad that they lock the content through the supply drop system. Not a big fan of that, and that's probably the biggest gripe of Black Ops 3 in general is the microtransactions. Yeah, the supply drop system was really bad. I do like that you could earn it through crypto keys, but the fact that it was so difficult to obtain anything that you really had to pay for something to get the item that you wanted, it's disappointing, and they didn't really do anything with it. They adjusted it a little bit with the weapon bribe, but they only brought like one, and the other one you had to pay for. So did they really fix the system? I don't think so. I think they really screwed the season pass holders, and it's disappointing. But yeah, that's kind of my list of what was bad in Black Ops 3. I think I may have missed some things, so you guys let me know in the comments below. Again, a lot of this section of things where we get down to the good, the bad, and the verdict, it's very opinionated, so these are my opinions on what I think was bad. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think was bad, because I am curious and I respect your guys' opinions. Thank you for tuning into the series. Tune in tomorrow. We will be giving a final verdict on Black Ops 3. Peace.